Hi guys, it is Wednesday morning and I'm happy to report that I am zero point 0.6 down from last week. And so I have had a very long month of pain management, and that's going to be on my other video because I'm going to talk to you about IC and how I have dealt with it this month in case anyone out there is dealing with the same thing, but I didn't want to put it on this video in case some of you were not interested in hearing that, but that's why I've been gone. So that's going to be in another video. But one thing that I wanted to share with you is that even though I'm glad I'm down like 0.6, from the time that I started adding carbs back at the beginning of the year, after Christmas, and trying to add good carbs, but adding carbs nonetheless, I have been up a total of 4 pounds. And I think, yes, I've been dealing with inflammation from my autoimmune system, this disease that I deal with, but it's not only that. I think I overlooked the fact that I was adding carbs back in, and not only going from a more of a low carb lifestyle to a lot more carbs. Not only do carbs hold more water, but your body going from low carb to more of a higher carb might have a lower tolerance for carbs, and so your body's probably going to shift if you do that. And I think mine's doing that, so I think it's just getting used to the carbs again. So I'm going to be used to a little bit higher weight until, you know what I mean? Hopefully it'll even out and work itself out and figure out how to start losing again. But so I had forgotten that I needed to allow for that variation. So anyway, so that's that. I'm going to share a grocery haul with you, and I will see you next time. I hope you're having a great day today, and I'll check in with you soon. Hey everybody, went grocery shopping here this morning, and I stopped at Whole Foods. This is kind of a treat. I stopped buying this because it's kind of expensive, and it's heavier on the calories because it's 70 per cup, I believe. Yeah, 8 ounces. But it is the best tasting almond milk you're ever going to get. I found that at Whole Foods. So it's just a treat for once in a while. I did get some sauerkraut. This Bubby's is fermented, and it's really good for your gut. And I need to bring my probiotics up to get my immune system kicking here. And I did pick up some German fitness bread while I was there. I can't really find it anywhere else, but I heard several times this is supposed to be like the best bread on the planet, and the way that bread is supposed to be. It's rather dense, and when I put it in the WW app, it's 2 points for 1 piece, and 1 piece is quite large, so I'm thinking a half would be 1 point, full of fiber, and more than enough. When I was doing low carb, serious low carb, I could still do low carb and take like a quarter of this bread, which was still really dense and quite a bit. So I might just do that. But anyway, I got 2 in case Honey wanted some. And I picked up some of the sugar-free jam I love so much. This I highly recommend, Health Smart. This doesn't taste like other sugar-free jams you get. This is apricot. And they don't taste sweet. And they don't taste good. They go on and on about how they remove the sugar, but then there's no flavor. And these really make you feel like you're not missing out on anything. They're super sweet. In case you're wondering about the sugar, they do use xylitol and erythritol in here. And I'm not surprised because erythritol really does sweeten things. So anyway, I really do highly recommend this. I'm not sure if they have them on Amazon or not. Oh, this is raspberry. I thought it was the orange one. Doggone it. I like the raspberry, but I wanted to get the apricot too. But those are amazing. I picked up sourdough for my hubby and the kids because we're going to have some soup later today. And so there's part of the haul. All right, I also dropped by Sam's, and these are some things that I will have a lot of and depend on during the week. One of them that I've really come to like are the triple zero oikos yogurt. I will put those in a smoothie, or I will add some berries to it and have it for a snack during the week. It just brings my protein level up, but it's pretty low in points, and it tastes pretty good. I do use a lot of liquid egg whites. One thing I noticed is that Sam's was completely out of eggs, which we don't really need because we have 12 chickens and they lay every day. Thank goodness. So we're very grateful for that. But they did have liquid egg whites. So if you can't find the eggs, maybe you can find the egg whites there, and that will really bring up your protein level. For us, I will add like a 1/4 cup of egg whites to just 1 egg, and then that way I don't get too much fat, but I get a ton of protein, and that kind of stretches it for me a bit. So the egg whites have really come in handy. I got some bananas for the kids. I typically won't eat them because they're a little quick in sugar to me, but if I do, I would probably have just like a half. The oranges are mostly for the kids too. If I eat one, I might eat like a wedge, like not even a 1/4 of it, because the acid in oranges and interstitial cystitis just doesn't mix. I did get some tricolor coleslaw, which always comes in handy. They could do a nice coleslaw under a bed of chicken breast during the week, and it really adds a lot to sandwiches or wraps. I did get the inked keto bread. I do use regular bread now, but what I'm doing is kind of pulling back and adding in the keto breads and things like that, as I think I do need to pull back the carbs a bit, and I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. So I did get a lot of Canadian bacon. This really comes in handy for breakfast to pump up the protein or snacks or just whatever, and the whole family loves them, so those are great. Did get some more avocados. The whole family loves that as well. Did get some of this Greek yogurt. It's the Member's Mark. I usually get the one Skyer, and it's from Scandinavian, but it's from Albertsons. I didn't go there. So I got this one here today, and it's just plain. And I will add skinny syrup to that, or sugar-free Jello, or make like a tzatziki sauce, or add it to soups to cream it up. There's a ton of stuff you can do with this that I can't do with the Oikos because this is flavored. So it's nice to have that on hand. Sorry about the airplane in the background. I'm in the garage. And then I got a bunch of romaine for salads. I did get grapes, which typically are mostly for the kids. I just have a very little bit of that, maybe like 2 or 3 when the kids have them, because the sugar hits me kind of quick on those grapes too. So I just kind of have to pull it back on those. Cherries I never ever get, but they were on sale and clearance there. So I thought this is kind of a treat. I will get some cherries for the family this week. And my strawberries and blueberries, I usually always have berries either fresh or in the freezer. I did get some turkey sausage from Jimmy Dean. I usually get the patties, but I thought that these had more in them. They were 36 counts, so I thought, maybe this will stretch it out a bit. There's 24 of the patties in the box, so I thought, let me see how long this goes. Maybe we can get a little bit more out of this. And they did have the chicken breast there that I like. If they didn't have these, I would have gone to the deli. Actually, I forgot all about that. I probably should have gone to the deli. But they had like 2 or 3 of these, so I grabbed one. And I am back to using these probiotic whole grain and flax tortilla wraps that are 5 net carbs each. They're very filling and full of fiber. And I got some pistachios. My hubby is hooked on these, and they make quite a nice little snack to have maybe 10 or 15 of them in the middle of the day. Got to watch it on the nuts, though, because they can add up quick. Half and half. Now, some of you have been with me a while, and I have tried just about every, creamer that there is, and I think I've settled on just use a little half and half and some skinny syrup, and then I'm good to go. So I have used to love Coffee Mate, but they have so many things in Coffee Mate that I'm just not okay with, and disruptors for your hormones and things like that. So I don't need any more of that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and some skinny syrup, and I'm fine. I got some Fuji apples, and that is about it for Sam's Club.